Good evening, everyone. This is Rupali Gorelai, and we are here to attend an interesting English poetry open mic of Poesy Tales. Now, Poesy Tales is a WhatsApp group. It started as a WhatsApp group. The founder of Poesy Tales is Mrs. Anupama Kadwad. She herself is a trilingual writer and poet. Likewise, Poesy Tales is also a trilingual platform, the languages being English, Hindi, and Marathi. Every month, we organize open mics separately for each language, wherein English, Marathi, and Hindi poets recite their creations. And apart from that, on WhatsApp group, we also organize prompt challenges like picture prompts, photo prompts, then word prompts, phrase prompts. And Anupama ji also takes the efforts of compiling the whatever has been provided by the writers for various prompts. Like she compiles these poems or write-ups as an e-zine, which is available in an electronic format. So it's a very vibrant group, and all of us are today very excited as well to present our poems. We have dignitaries, highly talented people belonging to different walks of life, and they'll be reciting their poems tonight. So I would like to invite Miss Somdatta Mitra ji for reciting her poem. Hello, Somdatta ji.
Good evening.
Good evening. Before you start reciting, I would like to introduce you, give a brief introduction of you.
Sure.
Mrs. Somdatta Mitra is a resident of Howrah, West Bengal, and promulgating art and literature through her envisions. A postgraduate in English literature from Delhi University, she is a published writer, a painter, an orator, a peace ambassador, and an entrepreneur. She feels serene while writing about humanity, social injustices, friendship, nature, global peace, great poets, and novelists, women empowerment, and gender equality. From the past 20 years, she has been teaching creative writing and English to help children think about a beautiful world through poetry. Her cultural workshops on social media have developed the confidence of her students. She is a recipient of many national and international literary awards, which has enhanced her passion diligently with more aspirations. She has recently published her debut solo book, The Spectrum of Emotions, published by Writers World Publication. She is a co-author in more than 1,500 anthologies. That's a huge number, man. She has accomplished in a few world records in poetry writing, which has given her more opportunities to beautify the spectrum of her emotions. So, welcome, Somdatta ji. Please unmute yourself, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Rupali ma'am, for this wonderful description of my work and my journey. Uh, Today, I want to thank Anupama Kadwarji for giving me this platform to open up and express myself through my workplace, through my poetry, and with my fellow, poet friends. I'm so delighted to share this platform with all of them. So, good evening to all the audience who are watching this. Thank you too for listening to my poetry today. Those who will be participating and joining us. The title of my poem is "A Magical Glimpse." Her seraphic, charming face kissed the fragrances of life, where innumerable fantasies are weaved to feel the touch of a D form, engaging in the admiration over her verisimilitude, the innocence reflected in her countenance seems a vagary. The clouds of passion envelop her and blossom, raising hope of her veneration, and efflorescence wrapped in a wreath or a flowery lease complement her enigma and virtuousness. Her prepossessing sight is an empyrean that attracts me to idolize her chastity, her zoetic sensations hiding her pain and sorrows enliven her femininity. Several worries sprouts from her silence and kindle the pandemonium inside her. There may be a paradox for each bafflement, for her dignity is valuable and precious. She is like a brook whose emotions flow in her silence. Often, like a snowflake, her floriferous expressions fascinates. She cradles life in her oasis and surrendering to nature. Her capacity to forbear the storms never demotivates her. She knows how to glide through the adversities and challenges. Her vision is clear, and she is a peace messenger. Persevering, striving, determined, she hooked on to her aspirations, a garden that she would create where fragrance charmed the sensations. Her fertile soil bred many flowers of celestial beauty, whose aroma soothed the travelers and passerby. Touching hearts with florets of sanctitude, her aura is so magical. Thank you. Here I conclude my poem.
That was beautifully penned. And as usual, the flow of your words, the vocabulary, and it is very good. And you recite so well. Beautiful recitation as well.
Thank you, ma'am.
Anyone, anyone else would like to give a feedback?
Yeah, that was a lovely, a lovely poem.
Vocabulary, very nice, awesome.
Where she's a brook, that's a nice line. One of my poems begins with "Woman is a
That was
river."
wonderful.
So you, it took me back to that long ago poem. So much
Thank you
to
so
say
much.
about the woman. But the moment Somdatta you read, we all come to know you're from English literature.
Yes.
True. That's so overwhelming, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Now, after this brilliant poem, we proceed. And I would like to introduce Dr. Rita Malhotra. Dr. Rita Malhotra is a National Science Talent Scholar and National Scholarship Awardee by the Ministry of Education, Government of India. Dr. Rita Malhotra is a mathematician, poet, essayist, and translator. Professor of Mathematics and former principal, Kamla Nehru College, University of Delhi, postdoctoral fellow in maths. University of Paris, France, she is academic advisor, Soka Ikeda College, Chennai. Then she's also a president of Poetry Across Cultures, India, World Poetry Ambassador to India. Her writings are globally published and translated into 14 languages, including Serbian, Hungarian, Spanish, Chinese, and Hebrew. She has 16 published books, of which one is a book on literary essays. Her recognitions include the honor by the World Congress of Poets 2019 and 2024, Distinguished Poet Award, WIN Canada, Honor for International Relations and Culture, Romania, the World Poetry Almanac Award, Mongolia, the Woman Achievers Award 2021 by ECRF, besides others. She has also been an invited delegate speaker across countries, jury member at All India Poetry Contests, chairperson and speaker at literary and cultural meets at various embassies in New Delhi, guest of honor and speaker on the occasion of Women's Day, panelist at book discussions. She is widely traveled and has been invited delegate at writers' conferences and literary meets at Serbia, Canada, Nicaragua, China, Australia, and Taiwan. She lives in New Delhi and Mumbai. We are really honored and glad to have you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, Rupali ji. And I think without taking much time, I'll just begin with my first poem. It is called Pyre. Sacred memories, solemn goodbyes, woven in sandalwood sticks, lend a sense of profoundness to the burning pyre. Words beneath the rising flames reach out, but lose their grasp of the tangible. The pyre whispers regretted thoughts and shuffled memories to the circle of men who cluster around. Death of a poem, death of a song. But this auspicious heap of burning wood is a fragrant melange of histories, a source of past ashes, the same ash that depicts the immortal soul. This auspicious heap of burning wood is a fragrant melange of histories, a source of past ashes, the same ash that depicts the immortal soul and adorns the forehead of Shiva. Shiva as an emblem of destruction of desire and fear of death. The hissing pyre, destined to annihilate and burn, remains a visual symbol of bliss, for anything that destroys is also the creator. Thank you so much.
The subject is like, yeah, like I just couldn't even think of the subject. The subject is so good, something totally out of the world. Fire. Thank you so much.
Although it is a brilliantly written poem, and everyone know a person who is born is well aware of the ultimate truth, but the philosophy of the philosophical touch which you added through these lines of yours, like uh, when different interpretations, I think, I'm sure even if a same person reads this poem more than once, will interpret it differently and will add more and more philosophical views of his, I think, as
I hope so. Yes.
very beautiful.
Nice words.
Thank you.
Majestic poem, ma'am.
Oh,
So
Somnatta,
inspirational,
thank you.
so inspirational, and
You
it
are.
will really echo the listener, whoever is listening to her poetry.
Thank you, Somnatta.
After this in-depth and insightful philosophical poem by Dr. Rita Malhotra ji, we will proceed with our event, and I would like to invite Dr. Aradhna Sadasivam ji. Before that, I would like to give an introduction of hers. Dr. Aradhna Sivasivam is a PhD. She is a scientist turned intellectual property law professional living in Singapore for the past 25 years. She expresses herself in Hindi, English, and Urdu. Urdu in Hindi script. She has been writing for the past 5 years. She regularly presents her work at various online and in-person platforms. Online platforms like LPGI, PLG, ALS, in-person platforms like Kavitai, Mahila Kavya Manch. She comes from the northern state of India, Uttar Pradesh. We are happy to have you, ma'am, here.
Thank you so much for that nice introduction. Actually, I wanted to share just a couple of lines about myself. I never thought I could write in English. I always used to write in Hindi, and then in Urdu, a bit of Urdu mixed with Hindi, like Hindivi language. Then one day I happened to read "I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud" by or Daffodils by the William Wordsworth. And I really thought, oh my God, this is such a simple poem. My English, my brand of English can also, I can use for writing and expressing myself. So here I am before you, and today I'm going to read one of my recent poems. Um, it's uh, it's about a girl who is kind of waiting in blinkers, and she's kind of waiting and waiting and waiting. The title of the poem is In Blinkers She Waits. Those are the memories of a wide-eyed girl that I cannot erase. The one who thought of striking big in life and yet continues to wait in blinkers in wings. The girl had courage and determination, yet the flow of opposing winds turned double strong. The girl continued to sing her song. There came unforeseen setbacks, unpredictable, unprecedented falls. Lights turned bleak and weary. At times her heart sank in a whirlpool deep. Yet there shines a wick of hope nurtured by purest of knowledge, hard work and determination, and the girl continues to wait in blinkers for those favoring winds beneath her wings that can still carry her far off. Yes, yes, towards her goals, pedestaled on that top-notched peak. The girl continues to dream of the memory that she so vivaciously wrote to lighten up her future path, where she could barely walk. That was. Thank you so
Wow.
much. Thank you. I recently wrote this poem for ALS, and yeah,
It's
Nice.
very yeah,
thank you so much.
beautifully penned and motivational. It will give an upliftment to many people who are listening
Thank you.
or will read. Yes.
That's very nice of you. Thank you.
And Rupali ji, the wick of hope, Aradhana,
Yes.
that's so beautiful. So it's hope for all of us.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. In many ways, it is a story of my own. So, yeah, yeah. Usually, I am the heroine of my poems and all my writing. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Ma'am, I would like to say one thing to uh, the poetess,
Yes.
that the fact that the poems of William Wordsworth
Yeah.
and the other poet that you mentioned, iconic poets, have inspired you, that has given me a lot of happiness, that
Yeah.
iconic poets do influence us by some ways, and your
Yeah.
poem was really, really beautiful.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
for
much for
sharing
your
this.
Thank you for your kind words. I am feeling a bit nervous because I am reciting my poem in front of people who studied English literature. You know, that can be very intimidating, actually.
I
But
think
thank
I
you
think
so much.
the platform is a freedom to speak for everyone.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
you
But
do not have to get tensed over anything. We are
yeah, yeah.
all just a poet here. Thank you for
So
sharing
much
your poetry.
for
Yeah.
receiving it so well. Thank you.
And rightly said by Sumdata Mitraji, it is Poesy Tales is a platform which encourages creativity, and both established writers who have taken formal training in English literature, and people who write as a hobby or who are discovering themselves through writing. They're discovering their creativity. This is Poesy Tales offers a safe place to share their creative side with their fellow bards and writers. And quite a few people have joined us as well for the live session to encourage you all and listen to us. Some names I would like to take. Madhuri Inamdar Kulkarni ji, she joined us for some time. Then Anupama Kadwat ji is already there. She's there in the backstage as well, and she's listening to this session as well. Apart from that, our admin team members, Dr. Subhuhi Jafarji has joined, as well as Ajay Verma sir has also joined us, and they're also listening to your renditions. Now we move on to the next poet, and this poet is a multilingual poetess. She writes in English, Hindi, and Marathi as well. Welcome, Kavita Sangraj Kanherikar ji. And I would like to introduce you before you recite your poem for the day. Kavita Sangras Kanherikar is a Hyderabadi. Because of her dad's job, her schooling was from Aurangabad, that is today's Sambhajinagar. Kavita ji has been writing poems since her childhood, her school days. Before social media platforms took over, she used to write and keep her poems in her diary. Initially, she restricted her writing to Shero Shairi, mostly limited to Hindi and Marathi. Recently, she has started writing in English as well. And she is a proud owner of her blog titled Kavyanjali. Welcome, Kavita ji.
Thank you, Rupali. Thank you, Poesy Tales. I am little tensed. I know I am reading my poems in front of literature, huge literature. Yeah. And recently I read one poem. Title is Denial. How much calmness in the world, denial. How much calmness in the world, denial. The meaning when I heard consists the hopes and trial. Denial for dark facts of life. Blissed ignorant innocence. For the few quiet moments, sometimes healthy and nice. Denial soothes the mind which expose devotional paths. Paths of different kinds like endless trust blind. Denial just pull the curtains. Denial just pull the curtains, blurred the cruel and evil reality, become the part of this world, fed up of watching the funeral of humanity.
Wow. Funeral of humanity. Very strong words. Lovely. Very good.
Thank you.
Very beautifully written and depicting the reality, the current affairs, the situation, and the topic which you have selected is also very
Yes.
pertinent in today's world and very
Yeah.
nicely put.
And
Thank you.
she said denial as curtains.
Mhm.
I mean, that metaphor or simile,
Yes.
very nice.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
We move on to the next poet. See there. Mr. John. He's there. Now. Yeah, he's there. Yeah. Hello, Mr. John.
Yeah,
Can
I'm
you hear
here.
me?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes. I will introduce
Yeah, I
you.
can hear you.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Mr. John, Mr. John King Ayamf is a distinctive creative writer
And you're fair?
from Nigeria. He writes on every genre of literature. He's an award-winning poet, Some of his poems are featured in different anthologies. He is also an artist. He is the founder of Empire Art and Creative Organization. He is a teacher of English language, literature, poetry. John King Ayaf is a friend to humanity. He speaks against the ills of the society. He seeks the betterment of every human. He is an activist and fearless to speak the truth. Welcome, sir, and we are very happy to have you. And all the way from Nigeria, you adjusted the timings to Indian time. Thank you for that.
Thank you very much. I'm pleased to be here. Thank you very much. So I'll be taking a poem titled The Accuser and the Accused. Can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. You're absolutely audible. Yes.
Okay.
Please continue.
So I'll be
Yeah.
taking a poem titled The Accuser and the Accused. All fingers pointing to the accused, saying this accused is a bad criminal. This accused has committed great crimes, flooded the community with human tears, heartless being, beastie, inconsiderate, inhuman. Tense the mouths of the fingers which accused, speak diverse words to suggest techniques to lynch, burn him, crucify him, behead him, roast him, and swiftly their legs run to locate tools, making their stance firm to condemn the accused. Sojourners stand by to watch and share thoughts, filling the space in the phones with videos. Oh, the world must behold this new thing. One has been caught in the act of crime. Some say the accused is an ancient criminal. Ha! If we must weigh the deeds of all, is there anyone among you without a sin? You are swift as judges and yet crucifiers, just like the ancient soldiers at Calvary. And yet none among you can lead to cast the stone. Howbeit the accused be innocent of any allegation. Pure innocence that is snows of the heavens, and all you judges bow to your own shame. Call carved shame from your judgmental stance. Is there anyone among you without a sin? The accused is guilty of crimes without trials, whilst the accuser dedicates to relegate the accused. Are you fear, O man, full of countless guilt? Remember to wash your dirty clothes before wearing. The dirtiness of man floods the earth sporadically, and the accused is innocent and salvaged. Yet the accuser is condemned to internal peril.
Wow. Amazing. I must say amazing. And I must thank Posy Tales for and really, giving us an opportunity for this cross pollination. The different subject matters like just come up. Usually we all think from a certain point of view, but most of the time subjects are very common. So when we hear someone from outside India, the subjects are totally different and very amazing. Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing your poem with us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very
Thank
nice.
you.
Yes, it was an excellent presentation as well. You recited it beautifully, and the expression, the intensity was there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It was well expressed. As
And it is
Aradhana ma'am
the
rightly
truth
said, it's
of
a
the day.
different
Yes.
topic.
Yes.
Yes.
I think it tingles in our minds every time whenever
Mm.
we,
Mhm.
see any movie or any kind of incidents over like similar to this, and we always think
Mhm.
about the same aspect which
Mhm.
Sir has just presented in his poetry piece.
Yes,
That we always think about the accused. I
that
mean, there should
possibility.
be some
Mhm.
kind of empathy over the person's existence, and should always explore how it happened. That is the aspect and attribute of the piece, I understood. Yes, wonderfully pen, and I have heard this uh, subject for the first time in any poetry platform, I guess. I mean, at least in my
Mhm.
journey, I have never heard this subject before in any other platform. So that is a very very great initiative to bring forth such kind of strong subjects over a platform.
Yeah, and the crucifying aspect really touches. Only some lines we missed because of some internet issue, I think. I wish I could hear those again, but it's okay.
One or two lines, yeah, there was some disturbance, but
Yes,
otherwise
yes,
we
yes.
could
Otherwise, most of it we
understand
got.
most of the lines were audible.
Yes.
So now it is my turn. I will take and enjoy this pleasure of introducing Rupali ji's journey, poetic journey, and to invite her on the stage. Being the host, she is wonderfully initiating the session today, and with her diligence, she's really triggering our attention and presenting us the opportunity to speak over the particular poem that we are, uh, being viewing today in this evening. So here is a little bit of Rupaliji's journey. She is an author of Calms and Balms, a poetry collection which released in 2024, available as a paperback on Amazon and Kindle. Rupaliji writes poems, short stories, and essays in English, Hindi, and Marathi. Her work has been published in international anthologies like 3RDW anthologies, First Line Poets Anthology, Situ Tourism 2, and Mimansa 2 Hindi of Realm of Poems Facebook Poetry Group. Timeless Anthology of Women Poets Facebook Poetry Group, Chaucer Square Anthology, Chaucer's Berry's Garden, the Ink Gladiators Press Anthology of the 2021 Form Runners and Inventors Collection, Poesy Magazine, and Ela Magazine. She is an astrologer and writer who loves reading, sketching, and cooking. She lives in Mumbai with her family, and her Instagram ID is Rupali Dilip Gore, Facebook page Rupali Gore Lalit. So those who are enthusiastic to connect to her, they might just follow her Instagram. So here I welcome ma'am in this platform. With the mic is all yours. Please present us your beautiful poem. Most welcome, ma'am.
Thank you, Somdatta ji. Thank you, Somdatta ji, for the lovely introduction. The poem which I'll be reciting tonight is titled Tribute to the Toiling Tailor. He sits and works with his sewing machine. He stitches and sews with the help of design and line. He takes the client's measurements. He does the fitting as per the client's requirements. He uses his creativity to make designs and patterns. He uses his precision and stitching skills to create a new dress with precision. His fees are just a fraction of his job satisfaction. His fees are just a fraction of his job satisfaction. He is happy. He is happy when the client is happy with the dress. That relieves him of the strain and stress. He is the diligent, sincere tailor who caters to everyone, the doctor and the sailor. Salute to the toiling tailor. Salute to the toiling tailor. Hey, gentleman, you deserve a crisp collar of your favorite color. Thank you.
So wonderfully recited. Such a beautiful topic, ma'am. The subject is
Thank you.
really, really
Neat subject.
motivating
हिंदी में
because
कहते हैं ना
hardly
कि
anybody thinks about
हिंदी
the tailor, as a matter of fact, in a society. And uplifting such a subject is a great deal of, gift to the poetic fraternity, I would say.
Yeah, and
Thank you.
Rupali ji, if I may say something, you know, today's, and it's not everywhere, but somewhere in poetry we always appreciate a bit of verse craft somewhere used, you know, because they enhance the quality also. And I found two alliterations when I was listening to you. One was the toiling tailor and then the crisp collar. So, you know, I said
Yes,
here
thank
is
you.
some alliteration used, yes, because recently I penned a book on writing poetry, mainly for aspiring poets. You know, that time we read a lot about the crafts and all. So I just remembered the alliteration. Thank you.
what a wonderful
Thank you, ma'am.
subject.
Thank you so
And
much.
in Hindi, there
Neat.
is a saying, "जहाँ ना पहुँचे रवि, वहाँ पहुँचे कवि," and this is exactly the
Right.
manifestation
सच है,
of that
बराबर.
saying. टेलर
Right.
पर कविता लिखना is amazing. Salute to you.
Yeah. Thank you. Actually, what has happened that nowadays, it's more of ready-made. People are buying more of ready-made clothes. But I remember whatever childhood memories I had. Sometimes I used to accompany my father also to the tailor, his tailor, and I also used to have more of stitched clothes. So
Yeah, yeah,
somewhere maybe I started missing that part, and that
Yeah.
missing that part
True, true.
led me to think about this.
yeah. It's a
And they're
shade of
always at work
nostalgia.
whenever we go to the store. They're always at work, always
Yeah, yeah,
working whenever we
yeah.
go.
True.
Love.
So now we come to the end of round one and we'll move to the next round. Before we move to the next round, again, I take some time to thank all those who participated, who as audience, and also gave some encouraging comments to our participants. And apart from, I mentioned some of the names, but I missed one name. She's also a member of Poesy Tales admin team, Rashmi ma'am, Rashmi Pethe Vaishampayanji. She has also joined us for some time. So thank you, ma'am, for joining us. Now I invite Somdata Mitra ma'am to recite her second poem.
Thank you, ma'am. It's always a privilege to be in this platform and sharing my poetry here. Uh, the title of my poem is Peace Begets Happiness in a Garden. Let's assume peace as a garden where flowers of care blossom. Let's dance around singing the songs of unity, the butterflies that hover around, attracting the world with their colorful wings to sojourn, the ducks that enjoy a swim in the pond, mesmerize serenity with a tranquil deference. Loudly the birds chirp to communicate for a sense of belonging. There is peace everywhere in the soul's to sensitivity, in laughters, in loving each other, in caring and comforting in tenacity, enveloping ourselves into an oblivion. Some musicians play the flute in a divine solitude to touch lives with songs of peace in a multitude. The green leaves that flutter while the gentle breeze crosset welcome the seasons with their silent gestures. The beautiful flowers warmly hug the soothing winds to remark that their presence is soulful to the hearts. The visitors in this garden relax over their exhaustion. As cheerleaders, they smell the fragrances in a delusion. Hugging each flower from the heart, their stories unfold in a plethora. Such is the power of peace, where nature envelops everyone into its bosom to entreat, to smile and dance around in a merriment, to cheer with the nature's beauty and embellishment. Peace blossomed in the existence of the creatures, whose movements and gestures astonish us like wonders. In the colors of the leaves, or in the depth of the sea, in the chirping of the birds, or in the hollow of the trees, in the languages that each animal reciprocate, or in the enigma of the fertile soil that has deep roots to motivate, in the cheerfulness of the beatitude and in the expectations that soar high. The vast empyrean that magnificently paints a power, the power that is hidden inside us to concord with humanity, where every soul wants to enjoy life with equal rapture, embracing the calmness and harmony to its prime goal, where each moment is so divine that inspires to create such harmonious gardens. Thank you so much.
Incredible
A
words.
beautiful
Yeah,
and
the
beautiful analogies and figures of speech used, and that just show. I also shows somewhere I felt your love for nature that was depicted in this poem so beautifully, and
Yeah.
we reached different places of nature along with you through the poem.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
I think the
We move on.
fragrance of flowers is the harmony itself,
Mhm.
no? Ultimately, you come to that. When you say
Mhm.
fragrance of flowers, I mean, and then you talk of harmony. So that itself,
Mhm.
radiates so much harmony. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Now I invite Dr. Rita Malhotra to recite her poem.
Yeah. Now, before I recite, a big thank you to Anupama ji. I just got to know about her a few months back, and in April she was there. So please express my gratitude to her. I mean, for the platform, for the privilege, and especially, if one can read with, your own generation as well as the younger generation. As you said, everybody is a poet, but today's generation, the poetry is so unique, and then people from other lands. It's really I would say a pleasure and privilege both. So thank you so much, Poesy Tales, and Rupali ji, you too. You're doing it so well. Okay, so my second poem, there's been some girl talk, woman talk, and I will take this up in a different way. This is called Bindi. And after the poem, I would love to share a small anecdote that inspired this poem. Okay. So this is Bindi, something that I always wear. Wherever I am, in whatever attire I am, the Bindi always is with me. Okay. So Bindi, cast mark on the forehead, fetters of nuptial nexus, symbol of trapped desires, trying to make sense of a fragmented self, or a mark of profound piety, an intricate spiderweb of connotations, unseen in the maze of stories on woman, in myth and history. But other eyes, as do mine, see the bindi sparkling proud like rising sun on stone. Other eyes, as do mine, see the bindi sparkling proud like rising sun on stone. Vermilion red smiles high in beautiful solitary splendor. It journeys through myriad moods as the tender sapling little girl grows into a luxuriant tree. God's blessing in beauty's guise, the bindi speaks, I empower, I endow her with a sense of space. As I pave the vibrant way, she remains the soul of this day. Thank you so much. So here, let me share the little story. We were in Taiwan, and our poems were translated into Chinese, also Mandarin for the other local people also. And the lady who did it was a professor of linguistics. So there were about 4 or 5 of us representing India, in a total of 8 or 9 we were. So everybody was wearing a small bindi, and mine was bigger than this one also. So the professor asks me, Rita, why are you wearing this big one and why are the others wearing such a small one? So, a spontaneous answer came out that, I want to be noticed in a crowd. I don't want to get lost in a crowd. And I returned from Taiwan, and this was the poem I penned with Bindi as a sign of women's empowerment. So I'm thankful to the professor there. Thank you.
Lovely subject. Very good subject. Very nice subject. We all wear bindis, right? Small, big, and Bengali bindis are really very big and like they really beautify the face. I always apply big bindis. Today, incidentally, I'm not applying. Bindi is
Yeah.
lovely.
I also love the bindi,
Yeah,
Calcutta,
yeah.
Bengali bindi.
Yeah, yeah, of course. The red Bengali bindi has a very distinct red color. It's very different
God
from
bless.
the ones available in the
Yeah, yeah.
other.
Very, it's a heartfelt, it was written straight from the heart, I felt. And that is, and the way you recited also, it was good. And bindis, I think, even if women, as you're fond of bindis, you wear a large one. And but every woman has some special, design she will
Yes,
like, special,
yes, yes.
that is a very fond topic for her. And in India, in Hindu culture, as we know, bindi is very important, and it has lots of symbolisms, and somewhere it symbolizes energy of a woman as
Yes,
well, and that was
yes,
beautifully presented by you through the poem. I could feel the energy and empowerment both.
I would say it was so sublime, and the feminine aspect of it is reflected through this poem, empowering women, empowering the portions that women really glorify themselves through their embellishments. Our tradition is our heritage in America.
yes, absolutely, absolutely. Thank
Yes,
you.
well said, ma'am. Yeah. Now we move on with our poetry event, and now I invite Dr. Aradhna ji to recite her second poem.
Thank you so much. Um, Now I have another poem, which I incidentally again wrote for ALS only. It's a portrait. Um, is I own a portrait, beautiful and serene, encompassing brilliance of time, a shining face, brimming with happiness. At times I talk with it. It comes to life in those brief moments. It seems to talk and smile as beautifully as it can. The portrait is my constant companion, for it sits on my regular desk. In many ways, it's my guide in times good or even bad. I am sure it knows me through and through. It has lived entire of my life. Why shouldn't it not know? After all, it's my own reflection and my own picture framed in time. Thank you. And I would like to show you that portrait. Here, this is my portrait.
Very nice. Yeah, beautiful.
Thank you. This was taken about
So,
10, 12 years back. So when the subject was there, I couldn't think of anything else other than talking, imagining myself
right.
in conversation with my own portrait.
Very
Yes.
nice, very
Thank,
imaginative.
Yes.
thank you, thank you,
And it was a short, but it was a crisp and interesting poem. And
thank you,
as it was related to your personal somewhere experience, the words were also, we could feel them more intensely.
thank you so much. That's nice. Nice to hear. Thank you.
Wonderful poem, wonderfully done.
Thank you.
It
Thank
shows your personal urge there
you.
while
Yeah,
writing.
thank you
It is
so much.
reflected.
I'm very happy, delighted. Thank you so much.
Now I invite Kavita ji to recite her second poem.
Thank you, Rupali. My second poem, City I Love. City I love where I was born, Hyderabad, the crown of Nizam. City I love where I was born. Hyderabad, the crown of Nizam. Food I like masala dosa, bun maska and jam. Each and every item of South, it has different flavors. Unique funda of different
Wonderful
taste.
poem.
It rests on the tongue forever. Places I roam so many. Hyderabad's idli sambar and Irani tea on the days rainy made my college days refresh so far. Pocket friendly places here embraced my city by city with hospitality and care as well as spiritual southern integrity. Pampered by roads and lanes, the city grew up with twins rivers, Isamusi and ponds, migrated birds and parks, another attraction of this land.
Wow.
Madam, you missed out with the biryani.
I
Hyderabadi biryani. Yes. So
Yeah, it
that,
was so wonderfully
thank you for
befitting
reminding.
the city as a whole. And even
yeah,
the film city of Hyderabad is also very
yeah,
popular.
yes, yes.
Yes,
Thank you. Thank you.
very well written. And people who have not traveled to Hyderabad, they could surely they could visualize
Yes,
what
Yes,
Hyderabad
definitely.
is
I
all
think
about through the
it makes
imagery.
the
Yes.
urge to visit the city, those who haven't.
yeah.
So, yes,
Actually,
through Madam's
Thank
actually,
you.
I'm
biryani, gets the
planning.
urge to visit.
Actually, I'm planning a trip to Hyderabad in
Yeah,
August first
you are
week,
welcome.
and
You
then
are welcome.
yeah, yeah. You have given me the list, the checklist.
Yes. After an interesting poem about Hyderabad by Kavita ji, I invite John King sir to recite his poem. Hello, John King sir, can you hear us? Can you hear me? Are you ready with your second poem? Yeah, you can recite your poem, sir. Hello, John King sir, can you hear me? Yeah, you can recite your second poem.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, please recite your second
Can you
poem.
hear me?
Yes, you're
Yes,
audible. You're audible. We can hear you.
Okay, thank
Please
you.
continue. Yes, yes.
Second poem. I would like
Yeah.
to say I would love to have a bindi also. Can you hear me?
Yeah, happy to know that.
You said?
Yes,
I would like
happy
to have
to
a
know
bindi
that
also.
you appreciate, yes, our bindi. Yes, happy to know that.
Okay. All right. Before I take my second poem, I would like to say a big thank you to everyone for making this day a splendid one. And to say the truth, everyone really tried. One delivery, donations, they are all wonderful. Thank you all. So the title of my second poem is "The Beauty of My Beloved." I have seen no one like you. It is an abomination that two or more are as beautiful as you. Like a rainbow, there is no replica of you. All creatures seem to be into formation. Not contraction and prolongation.
Yeah, there is some technical problem from John Sir's end at his end. So that's why we couldn't hear the whole. He just started first few lines we could hear.
So
Very
I would
sad because it was about love.
Yes. In case he's able to join again, we can tell him to recite
Yeah.
the whole poem. Yes.
So by this time, ma'am, I would invite you on the stage to, relate and recite your poem.
Okay.
Then we can
Fine.
continue. Welcome.
Yes. Thank you, Somdattaji. It's about my favorite color, this poem. What does my favorite color taste like? Asked an intelligent weaver of words. To which I feel my favorite color exists in a plethora of places. It is attired in the salty sea waves. It is layered in the multiple moods of the sky. It is lovingly sweet in the crystalline Ganga of the Himalayas. It also has a cool, minty taste at times. It has a tangy, it has a tangy teal blue touch too. It is tucked away in an astringent turquoise box of riddles. It is naively savored for its nectarine berryness. It is consumed promptly by an exhausted soul to restore the body's electrolyte balance and be energized. It is inked and relished by the hungry paper. It is a party's cool quotient with a dash of sour lemon aroma in the clinking glasses of cocktails. It is a chemist's and painter's food for thought as they analyze its cobalt blueness. So, my favorite color, blue, is a versatile veteran of colors, the magnanimous marvel of nature and man. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Wonderfully related and recited, exhibiting the, exact colors that you like and how vibrant they are in our lives. That has been connected through your beautiful poem. Wonderful.
Thank you, ma'am.
Colorful explanation.
Yes.
Rupaliji, only yesterday from Ladakh, somebody called and they said, "Have you seen this blue as sky?" And today you are with blue, the blue waters, the blue sky. I mean, it's actually everywhere.
Yes.
Actually. So, Mr. John is, I think, trying.
Yeah, he's trying. Yes.
I'm fine.
Yeah. Hello. Yeah. Please, Mr. John, you can start with the second poem from the beginning. Again, he's facing.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Yeah, he's not there now again. Yeah, he's trying again. Let's see whether. Please
Sorry, I'm
start
not.
with the. Yeah, please
Sir,
start
can I
with
start
the.
again?
Yeah, please. Yeah, we can hear you. You can start reciting.
Oh,
Right
thank you.
from the beginning. Yeah, yeah.
The beauty, the title of my poem is The Beauty of My Beloved. Oh, I have seen no one as beautiful as you. It is admiration that two or more are as beautiful as you. Just like the rainbow, there is no replica of you. All creatures seem to be formed in twos. Only you and you. If I should choose words, there would be unbetter words. Undefined letters and canvas, fingers, lines, words, and words to define you, my beloved. Defining you has no justice. Your beauty has affirmation. This is my confession without any conclusion, no contraction and prolongation. Your beauty conquers every nation. Your beauty is the air of life. I behold you and I live. This, your beauty, depicts the gathering of angels, glowing in the fat, colorful attires. Your beauty is like smoke that engulf all about my being, and the river in which I happily drown. Even eternity speaks of your beauty. My beloved is beautiful. That's the point. Thank you.
Beautiful recitation, and the rhyming in some of the lines was excellent as well. Anyone else would like to give a feedback?
Mr. John, your beloved's beauty is like smoke that engulfs everyone, actually. We could make out.
The ebullience in his poem
Yeah.
has, engulfed us to understand that how beauty is so impactful in life, and it blossoms in our souls right now, hearing
Thank
his
you.
wonderful poetry. Yes.
Thank you.
So,
The beloved is always beautiful, otherwise also. So I I think it's all expressed there. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I
We
would like
reached the, yeah.
that you can always have a bindi. You though in
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it's
yeah.
usually for women, but
Bindi.
men in South they do apply bindi on their forehead.
Yeah, some it just what is it exactly? It is some powder or something.
That's vibhuti.
Vibhuti, na?
Yeah,
Ha.
yeah, and on top of that is applied chutki bhar sindoor. It's like
Ha.
uh, sindoor mixed with
Okay.
turmeric.
Yes.
And
Yes.
sandalwood paste also can be applied.
Yes,
also,
Ah,
Yeah,
Gandham,
that also.
Gandham, Gandham.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You can have bindi.
Okay.
So now we have reached the end of today's event, and it was such a pleasant event and evening, I would say. Uh, each one of you all came, devoted time, and recited your poems. And the recitations were also excellent, full of beautiful expressions. And topics covered were also very different and varied, interesting. And it was nice to listen as well as recite. And
Yeah.
on behalf of the entire admin team of Poesy Tales, on behalf of Anupamaji, and I would like to thank you all for coming here tonight. Thank you so much.
And three cheers for Rupali and Anupamaji, of course. The leadership always, so encouraging. Thank you so much. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you. Yeah,
Had a
bye. Good night.
Thank you so much for
Bye.
Good
having
night.
me.
Good night.
Thank
It
you,
was
everybody.
wonderful being here.
bye
Yeah,
bye. Thank you.
bye. Good night.
Namaste. Namaste.